Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you some daily runs that you can do for some extra GP. Now a couple of these daily runs have little to no requirements, so no matter what level you are, there's going to be at least a couple of methods in here for you. The first one that we have is buying runes from general stores. There are 3 general stores that I recommend you buy these runes from. There are a couple more, but these are the ones that will generate you the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, and I'll show you which ones I recommend after this. If you do have access to all the general stores that I'm going to mention, you will make 250k a day doing this, and it only takes 5 minutes in total. So the first general store is located in Yanil in the Magic Guild. All you have to do is climb the stairs until you get to this floor, and then talk to this guy, and you want to buy all the fire, air and body runes. These are the runes that will generate you the most profit, and I'm pretty sure that these are going to remain profitable for a while, so that means you'll be able to do this for a while as well. Bear in mind, to enter the Magic Guild you need 66 magic, so if you don't have that you won't be able to buy from this store. The next store is located in the Void Knights outpost. To get here all you have to do is take the ship from Port Sarim, and then come to the magic store and then buy all the fire, air and body runes again. And finally the last store is located on the Lunar Isle, so you have to at least start the Lunar Diplomacy quest in order to have access to this store. Just go into this big bouncing house at the back of the village and then you can buy the runes from there. The next one is even simpler than the last one, and that is buying broad arrowheads from Slayer Masters. Doing this you can make between 130k and 215k a day, and this will, like the last one, take around 5 minutes. Also bear in mind that you can only buy these broad arrowheads after the completion of the Smoking Kills quest. So there are 3 places where you can buy your arrowheads. Each Slayer Master has a stock of 3,000 arrowheads. However, most of the Slayer Masters share a stock, so you won't be able to buy it from every single one, because like I said, the stock of the arrowheads will be shared between each one. So what you want to do is you want to head over to Tavali and you want to buy them from the very first Slayer Master. Their name is either going to be Turiel or Spria, so just buy all the arrowheads from them. And then pretty much you just want to head over to any other Slayer Master that you want and buy the broad arrowheads from them as well. If I was going to recommend one, I'd recommend one that you can get to quickly. So if you have the Canifis Lodestone, I recommend just teleporting to the Canifis Lodestone and then just buying them from the Slayer Master that's right next to it. And then finally, the last place that you can buy these broad arrow tips are from No Terrazzo in the Bandit Camp. If you've never been here before, all you have to do is talk to him and persuade him to open up his shop, and then you can buy the broad arrowheads from him from then on. Just keep in mind that this is in the wilderness, so be careful when you're going there. Next up is one of the more common runs that people do nowadays, and that is collecting Vis Wax. Doing this will make you anywhere between 50k and 400k a day, and this literally takes less than 5 minutes, and you need 50 rune crafting in order to do it. You need 50 rune crafting because you need access to the rune crafting guild, and that requires 50 rune crafting to enter. For this one you want to join the friends chat Vis Wax FC, and then as their friends chat name it will show you the runes that you need in order to make the Vis Wax. It changes every day, so make sure you join this friends chat every day and just check on which one you need. Also in the description I'm going to link a forum post made by that friends chat, and in that forum post it will show you what all the abbreviations in the friends chat title mean, and it will also tell you how many runes you need depending on which rune it is, because in this machine that you need to make the Vis Wax in, you need to put different runes into different slots and it's always a different combination each day, so if you're just experimenting by yourself it may take a long time to find the actual right combination, and every time you fail a combination it becomes even more expensive each time. So this is why I highly recommend using the forum post and the friends chat that I mentioned. Also, sometimes the runes that you need may outweigh the Vis Wax that you're going to get at the end of it, so make sure you do the calculations beforehand, especially if you're going to be using combination runes, because combination runes are the ones that do not make you profit when turning them into Vis Wax. So if this happens, all you have to do is in the friends chat ask for an alternative, and they will give you an alternative combination, and then you can use that to make the most amount of profit that you can on that day. So yeah, just bear in mind that some days it will be better than others. For this example that I used, I turned 203k into 615k. That was over a 400k profit in just 5 minutes, and that's almost the max amount of profit that you can make in a day from this. The majority of the days will be lower, but it will still be a pretty good profit for just around 5 minutes. Next up we have buying YAK-HIDE from a store. This will make you 350k a day, and this takes around 10 minutes to do. This can be done on one of the Fremennik Isles called Jatizo, and you have to have completed the Fremennik Isles quest in order to access this. If you don't remember how to get here, take the boat from Relica in the northeastern corner, and then travel to Jatizo, and then all you have to do is run back and forth from this store here and buy all the YAK-HIDE that there is in there. If there's no buy option on this woman, all you have to do is talk to her first and then give her some of her tax money back, and then she will open up the general store for you, and then you can buy the YAK-HIDE from then on out. There's 1000 YAK-HIDE in there and you get it for 50 GP each, so that means you'll be spending 50,000 GP here, and then in the end at today's current prices each one is worth 423 each. So you'll be turning 50k into 423k, so that's more than 350k profit for little to no work. Next up is buying a bunch of shit from the CULINAROMANCER'S chest. Doing this can earn you around 80k a day and it will only take around 5 minutes. So this chest is accessed during the Recipe for Disaster quest, so you either have to be up to the point where you access this chest during the quest, or have just complete the quest fully in order to access this chest. I'm pretty sure you can do it whilst you're still doing the quest. If you didn't know already, this chest is located in the Lumbridge basement, and this chest can be used as a bank as well, so you don't even have to move when you're buying stuff from it. The things that I recommend buying are the chocolate bars, the apples, the grapes, and the pots of flour. These are the ones that will generate you the most profit, and these are the ones that are only really worth buying. So yeah, after you sell all of them, you should have a nice 80k profit. Next is another one of the big daily runs that people do nowadays, and that is potion flasks. This can earn you 200k plus GP a day, and it only takes around 10 minutes to do. In order to do this, you need 81 mining and 89 crafting. You can boost up to these levels, but you cannot be assisted when making these. So you actually either have to be close to these levels and boost up, or be at or higher than the level that I showed you. Also, you either have to have completed the As a First Resort quest or have access to Prif in order to make these as well. So all you have to do is teleport to the Ugalog lodestone and then run east. If you don't have access to the teleport lodestone yet, then have fun running down here. You want to run down to this mining rock and then just start mining, and you want to mine it until you get 50 of these red sandstones from it. Now you can use a Beast of Burden familiar to help you, or you can just go bank in Ugalog. I personally use a Beast of Burden whenever I do this because it's a lot easier since I have a yak, so I'd recommend you do that too if you have access to a Beast of Burden. After you've gathered all 50, you want to head into the city, and then you just want to use this robust glass machine which is just south of where you mined all this red sandstone from. So after you've used that on all 50 of your sandstones, all you have to do is make sure you have a glass blowing pipe in your tool belt, click on any of the robust glass in your inventory, and then just make them into potion flasks. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Everything made will be pure profit, and you'll also be getting some mining XP as well as some crafting XP as well. Also, if you've completed the Elite Desert tasks, an additional 25 red sandstone can be obtained from the Sophenhem red sandstone mine. So yeah, if you've completed the Elite Desert tasks, make sure you head over to Sophenhem and mine them as well. Also, very similarly to potion flasks, you can also make crystal flasks. This will make you 100k a day, and it takes more or less the same amount of time that potion flasks do, and you also need 81 mining and 89 crafting for this as well. On top of those skill requirements, you also need access to Prif as well. So head on over to the Ithel district and start mining this big rock here, and then the process is exactly like potion flasks. Just use this robust glass machine which is right next to the rock. You can also use this to create potion flasks as well, and then once you've done that, just click on the crystal glass and make them into crystal flasks. Also, if you have 115 dungeoneering, that means you have access to the Edemu resource dungeon, and in that resource dungeon you can mine an extra 25 glass. So if you want that extra 50k or so, go to the resource dungeon and mine that as well. Next up we have divine locations. Now this can earn you around 100k to 200k depending on which divine you're using, and this should take around 5 minutes to do. Now you won't really start making a lot of money with this until you reach high levels in some certain skills. For example, if you have 85 mining, you can then mine runite ore, and there is a divine location for that, so you'll be getting a bunch of runite ore from that divine location when you do it, and that will end up resulting in a lot of money. If you do have 85 mining and you mine a divine runite rock every day, that will make you around 230k every day. Also, you can extend your daily divine location limit. You can do this using Vis Wax, but you'll have to do the calculations for yourself because there's so many divine locations that you can use. It's mainly useful on the bigger ones because Vis Wax is quite expensive, and it's also useful if you want to just get XP from these divine locations as well. So for example, myself, I'm not a big Hunter fan, so I usually use my divine locations on Hunter, and if you really wanted to, you can extend your limit and get even more Hunter XP from these divine locations. Also, if you want access to easy divine locations, then head to World 2 and go to Berthorpe. There's usually a bunch of people here just dropping divine locations around, so just wait here until you see the one that you want and then use it. Also, if you're going to drop and use any divine locations yourself, then I recommend just coming to this world and dropping them for the people here as well, because not only will you be helping them out, but you'll also gain some XP that they get as well. Next up we have the Miscellanea Kingdom. This will get you anywhere between 110k to 150k GP a day, and the best thing about this is you do not have to do absolutely anything. All you have to do is head to your kingdom after the Throne of Miscellanea quest. You can access this easily by teleporting there with a Ring of Wealth, and then right click on your advisor and press manage, and then you'll be able to manage your kingdom from there. I always have 7.5 mil, so it will never run out of money. I think it uses around 50k a day, so as long as you keep up with that, then it should be fine. Basically all this does is that it will turn your 50k a day into resources. and you can choose which resources that you want. At the moment, this setup that I have right now is the most profitable one, so if I were you, I'd copy what I have now on screen, and then I think at today's prices it will make you a steady 130k a day. Now if you don't already know, your kingdom has an approval rating, like you can see at the top it says 100%. Before you put your money in, just make sure that's 100%. There are various things that you can do to increase the approval rating, but I usually just cut the trees outside since it's the easiest for me. So I just recommend doing that as well until it reaches 100. Then put your money in, and then when you come back around 1 week later or 1 month later or whenever you decide to come back, make sure you get your approval rating to 100% before you check on what you've got. You don't have to keep your approval rating at 100% every day. I'm pretty sure it only matters when you put your money in and then when you go to check on what you've actually earned. So yeah, don't forget to do that, otherwise you'll get significantly less resources. Lastly, we have farming runs. Now this is something that you can do multiple times a day. It's not something you can only do one time a day, but I just thought that I had to mention it because it is kind of a daily run, especially if you don't have enough time to play this game. Doing this can make you 150k to 750k a day depending on how many runs you actually get off. You can actually get more than this because 750k is only about 5 runs. I'm only trying to be realistic here on how many runs you should expect to make a day, but obviously you can get more than that, especially if you time them properly. Each run only takes around 5 minutes, and the minimum farming level I recommend in order to do this is 32. At 32 you can then do ranas, and those are the herbs that actually start to make you money. So yeah, once you hit 32 farming you can then do this. Now I'm not going to explain how to do a full farming run in this video because I don't want this video to be too long for you guys. So if you're interested in doing farming runs, I'll leave a link to another video that I mentioned on how to do farming runs in. So go take a look at that if you're interested in actually doing this. But anyways guys, this is the end of the guide. I hope this is going to help you make more money per day. And as always, thank you for watching, subscribe if you're new, and peace!